Here is the third part of servicing my Vornado fan here, this stand fan. Right now I'm using a 5.5 millimeter socket wrench, and I'm gonna take the motor apart right now. Now I'm pulling the front part out here. As you can see, that's the back side of the motor that's screwed on with bolts, and it is time to oil the motor, which I'm gonna do now. The oil I'm using for this motor is going to be 3-in-1, as I usually do with fan motors. Now, this is a really big motor, a Macmillan motor here that these fans had, and the new Vornado fans don't have these motors. Now, I'm taking a look at the rest of the motor there. That's the back of it here, and I'm doing some little wiping here before I get to oiling the motor. Right now I'm vacuuming the dust out of the motor that I can get out from blowing it. Now it is easier to clean up when the motor is apart. Now it's time for me to get to 3-in-1 oil, which is coming soon once I finish this vacuuming job here of getting the dust out. Now I'm oiling the motor with 3-in-1 oil, as you can see. Right now I'm doing the front bearing of the motor to soak in the oil, and I'll get to the back of the motor to soak in. Right now I'm soaking the oil right now on part of the motor there, the shaft, which I'm working on. So the motor won't dry while I'm using it, and the motor will last longer with oil like this to help keep it going and help the fan move as much air as possible. Now it is time to assemble the motor again with a sock wrench here, like I used to take it apart for oiling. Now I'm screwing the bolts by hand here, and then using the sock. Now I'm trying to use a sock wrench here to tighten the bolts. It is a tricky job, and it takes time, but in this case the editing makes it faster, or else it'll be longer like the original clip. Now here I'm finishing up with tightening the bolts for the motor and making sure that they are tight on so the motor won't fall apart while the fan is being used here, and I'm going to test the motor to see how well it works now after oiling the front and the rear bearings. Now it is time to fix the front grille of this fan here. Now here my dad is applying JB Weld on a piece of acrylic here. There's two tubes here that need to be mixed together. The white one here, and there's a black one from the package here. So this will help keep the grill from falling apart at the broken parts. Now here's the second tube being squeezed out. It's going to take some time here to squeeze out here. Now it's time to mix the JB Weld colors here together to make a gray color from black and white. It has to be mixed like this to have a proper bond to hold the broken grill together, and I'll show the process of applying it on the broken parts of the front grill coming soon. Alright, here's the part that I really want to show. Applying the JB Weld on the broken parts of the front grill here. Now there's a few pieces here that are broken, and this is going to take some time to apply on before letting it air dry. Here is the rest of the process of fixing the front grill here. Applying more JB weld after frog tape was taped at the parts where the front grill is broken here to help keep the pieces together here from moving during the process of being dried, which is coming soon. Now, as you can see, that's how it's applied there, right under the broken parts there. Now, after applying more JB weld on the broken parts of the grill, it's time to use Q-tips to wipe the excess off here before letting it air dry for a day. And it's going to be at least next morning when the fan will be put together completely. Here's the front grill being air dried in the garage, and that day after this is being done is going to be assembled back onto the fan. I'll do another video of it coming soon. Goodbye.